Guys, this is Arif from TechShare. Today I'm going to give you an update about the project that I was working before, and I also have created another video. You can see that in my YouTube channel. So yeah, I actually gave a lot of time in this project in the last 2 weeks, and especially I also had a lot of work at my office, and beside I'm giving time to office and also giving 3-4 hours every day to this project was quite tough, but yeah, I tried my level best, and you can see the progress right now. So that is quite amazing, I would say, because in terms of the pipeline implementation, you can see here all the different pipelines have already implemented, and you can see here all the different blocks. So how pipeline and blocks works, this is kind of basically pipeline means a pipeline means you can configure a set of process, I would say, and you can tell that pipeline that, hey, please execute this process. So for example, here you have this add card line pipeline, and it has 3 process or 3 block, you can say. So block means 2 blocks actually, because this is the pipeline. So when you run the pipeline, you can configure 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, whatever the number you want as necessary, but ideally you will divide your work in independently in different blocks. So the idea of block concept is one block can finish and return the output to the second block, and second block will take that as the input. So this is kind of a approach, but here in JavaScript or Node.js, kind of same, but it's not like the input output will be used as the input to the next block. This concept is not applicable here, but what it has is the first block will run, it will update our card, the second block will take the latest card, and from there it will again modify something inside the card based on the business logic, and then again the maybe third block or fourth block will take that card and then do whatever required. So this is the thing. So you can see here all the pipelines, and most importantly, I also completed a small sorry, it's not completed, but definitely this is a state where I can actually show you some sort of progress. So this is a React based application. I also took I would say a template from the internet, and I try to transform that to a React application. You can see here. So the React application we have, I actually basically did something like this. So this is our main application, and application has a different route, anything, but the most importantly, this is the default route. And if you see here the component, so you can see this is actually my application, the throughout if you see all the application or different functionality running, then you are gonna see basically this one. So this app component has divided into different parts. So we have the cart, this is actually the top cart view, and then we have the different home banner, feature product, and then offer, new product, inspire product. So whatever you need to add in future, for example in the new product section, then you are gonna go to that component, like this new product component, and then you can see the rendering for that. And again, this is all the React application. So I understand you know the React. If you not, then don't worry about it, but that's basically pretty easy. And the level I work here, it's quite easy. So you can see here, there is nothing for now, but what we have is this is different data or functionality that I actually exposed through the context hook. So if you see context in React, then probably how you actually from there you can pass your data through, not like in on direction, but in different direction in different components. So normal traditional approach is slightly different, but this is a context hook approach. So this is the commerce context where I have encapsulated more or less the functionality. You can see this is not very big. This is only around how many it's only 129 lines only. But if I now run this application, then you're gonna see what is happening right now. So this is my commerce node server. So let me start this node server. So you can see the node server is running and listening at 8000, and this is the actually you can see how many pipelines. I also need to add a couple of other, but get cart should return something like this. And I also explained before, so this is coming from the cookie. So inside the cookie I have a light cart. So if I remove that one and cancel, yeah, so if I now send, then you're gonna see the application is okay, no worry. So you can see here this is kind of nothing. So the similar kind of approach. So if I now go to this application, our main application is here. Let me start this application, npm start, and then it should trigger the application in the browser. And in the browser I can show you that yeah, so the template I took from the internet, and I definitely organized that one in a dynamic approach where all the functionality can be seen. So this is basically a very straightforward, and you see this kind of very easy kind of pace. But yeah, that may definitely do better in future through a UX guy. I'm not a very good at UX, so definitely you should not expect more from me. But here you can see the CommerceLite application is running, and this is the feature product, you can say. And if you want to add something, if you click this button, immediately you can see this card icon with 5 total items quantity. So anytime if you go here, add this one, you should see this is increasing. So this is nicely working with the React component. It's updating different places. So this is really nice to look at. You can see this one is 35 bucks. You can go and add this product as well, and you can definitely add this everything, I mean, here. And then definitely you can go this cart page, and you can see all the products is here. So you can see the total amount. This is very important. And now here you can do more things, like if you want to remove this one, so you can do this way. So this button functionality I did not complete yet, but definitely I'm going to do that in the next video. But here what you can do is you can decrease the amount to 0, and that will eventually remove this product from the database. So you can see all the amount, and this amount is and also this one is updating pretty quickly. So if I now remove this one, 35 bucks will be removed from here, and it will be like 1200, and also that would be 7. So you can see here this is running very fine. If you want to increase this one to another 300, then this is 1500. So you can see everything is running quite smoothly, and all the operation is doing everything. Our server is taking care of everything. So for example, if I now click this one and immediately go here, then you're gonna see here that should give you some sort of logs. For example, let's go here and try to refresh this page, and then if you see, yeah, this is the log and everything. It's really fast. So that's why, see, so database is connecting, closing, and then it is returning some sort of data, and I have the log. But yeah, I also have configured the logger as well, so I can actually go there and check the log. So this is my logger, and this is the log basically. So if you see this log, and then you're gonna see a lot of logs, so this is I also configured, and this is kind of, this server application is almost, I would say, 80%. In terms of commerce functionality, this is all done, but what I need to include is some other functionality. I will definitely explain what is that. But yeah, so basically here you can see everything is running, and also if I do this, and then you can see here this is the Mongo console, MongoDB clouds, from where you are gonna see all the data. So right now I am dealing with this. So okay, so what is my ID, card ID? So that will be determined through your mini card. I am actually light card. So if you go here, application, and then you're gonna see this light card, say something like 11907, sorry, 756. This is the last 3 digits. So if you search here, where is the 757, this guy. So if you expand this one, sorry, like this, then you're gonna see all the data that you see here in the card. That's basically this represents as a whole a cart object. Okay, and now what else? So this is running, so I'm not going to give you a brief lecture today, but what I'm going to show you guys, because this is the application I'm working on, and I'm pretty sure that by next 7-8 days I'm going to complete all of the things. So right now the application is running with this node server. This is the lightweight, very light. You can see this is very fast. So I'm pretty sure that it can handle 1000 requests without definitely a couple of hundred requests in second, because node server is quite light and very fast. And also I am using MongoDB is also very fast, because it uses the NoSQL database, and NoSQL database always give you performance, in terms of performance and reading it is really good. But if you want to write, because our application is not a write heavy application, this is completely read heavy application, so that's why NoSQL database will really play a vital role here. Another one I want to point out is, okay, where I'm going to store all the image and everything. Okay, very good question. But right now the application is, I am using CDN, and this is the best approach, I would say. So I am right now using a CDN called okay, let me go and show you guys as well. So in the Bookmark Manager I have a folder, and cloudinary, they are really good, because what I found is they're cheap, and also I can use my content here like free kind of thing. So maybe they have offered a certain amount of contents that I can use. So as a demo purpose, I would say maybe 30 or 35-40k images I can definitely store here, with some different dimension and everything. And yeah, so that part is required to implement here in my node server. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create another endpoint. Through that I'm going to add product to my, okay, so product concept. Let me clarify this one, then I'm gonna close today's video. So if you see here, the organization I made is kind of this. So I have the carts. So when you are going to check out and completed a cart to an order, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that card from this card collection or document collection to my orders collection. So that way that will be completely separated. Okay, and then you can trace it down later if you wanna do that. And then definitely there will be some sort of application that will fulfill this order. So maybe a mail, or maybe some sort of external, or you can say application that maybe this application can integrate. So for example, if a certain customer can want to implement this application, then they might have some other application. They may want to send some sort of message when there is an order to their system. So that will be pretty easy, and we can do that definitely in time. But so the idea is cart and then order, and then there are two products tables. This is very important, because I am not using any kind of Solar or any kind of indexing system. So what I'm using right now is this product. So product is the base table where, or you can say base collection, where the core product will be represented. So here you can see the product ID, name, price, and all the necessary things. So image is like, this would be all your URL. So there won't be anything heavy data. So everything would be pretty light. So you can request that. And so this is kind of a table from where whenever a user tries to add a product to his cart, so there would be a validation from this table that product is exist or not, the stock, if there is any stock functionality that is there or not, if it's available or not, if there is any discount. So all the things are there. But you can see strangely there is another table called product categories. So product categories is basically representing your products in different pages in different dimensions. Since this is a NoSQL database, so what I did is I try to put the data as dynamic as possible. So you can see here, this is a single collection, but it has different dimension of data. Like for example, this is general category. So you can represent your data as a category. So you can create your different category of products, and in the product list, obviously you're going to have thousands of product in there. And then you can definitely implement, through my endpoint, you can grab the data chunk by chunk. But it doesn't matter, because if it has, for example, 20,000 products, for example, that is also pretty small in terms of the text data. The size is not going to be more than 1 MB or something like this. So that is also busy, but definitely you're going to get in the data chunk by chunk. And apart from this general category, what we have is this is a feature product. So you can see here the dimension is completely changed here in the feature products, because in the feature products it is not a category, but it holds, yeah, I can say this is a category type feature product. And then here you are gonna see a lot of feature products maybe. And feature, if you expand the products, this product is nothing but a simple ID, so that's why it is pretty light. So this ID, only ID, it represents only ID. So when we need that product, then we are going to fetch this data from here, and then definitely we are going to map this product to this real product, you know, when we need it. So for example, if we have 1000 product, and if we read 100 products, for example, initially, then what we'll do is we'll get the details data of that product, maybe 10 or 15 that we require for the first page, and then as necessary, if user tries to load them second page or something, then you are going to get those details data later on. So this is kind of a approach where you're going to get a lot of performance boost. So yeah, this is my idea. So this is Mongo, and this is the application, and you can see application is running quite smoothly. And definitely the other functionality that it has, like you can actually mark the product as your liked product or love, or you can mark this one. So this is kind of a extra functionality. So for that, definitely this is totally depends on how you're gonna approach your commerce. So if this is the thing that you're going to contain in your CommerceLite, then definitely that functionality will be there. But my concept is my CommerceLite would be completely extendable, so you can extend the functionality feature as necessary. So that's why I designed the commerce engine in such a way that you can anytime can extend a certain functionality or add a certain functionality. So I will progressively explain how you can do that, but for now this is kind of a glimpse I just gave to you guys. But yeah, I will next video I'll show some progress, like, so you know that okay, so this is kind of my cart page where you can adjust and do sort of things. From there you can definitely go to the next component, so that would be here where you can add your customer address and then checkout. So those two parts when I will complete, then I will again come back and I will show you the details. And also by this time I will also improve my commerce engine part as well. And then when all the things will be done, then I'll definitely release couple of 3-4 more videos where I'll show you how you guys can extend certain functionality, how you guys modify certain functionality and everything. Okay, so that way it would be really helpful. And again, the platform, if you want to use like the Mongo and other thing, so I'm also thinking how you going to implement your, or you can say use your own custom type of database. For example, it might be Node.js, it might be some other document DB or whatever, the MongoDB, document DB, or there is the DynamoDB. So this kind of configuration, how you're gonna get there quite easily from the Node application context. So that is also something I will look, but in future, not now. So now my target is just to complete the application in terms of functionality and how you're gonna complete this one, or you're gonna ship this one to a, for example, user that who want to use this one. So everything would be free, so there won't be any cost involved here. But yeah, I really want to complete this one as a kind of prototype. Okay, and then from there we'll take the next step. So okay, for now today I think that's all. I'll show you see you soon. Hope with some more functionality with this. So bye bye.